All right, gentlemen. So you finally land that smoking hot 9-10 chick, right? Cute face, beautiful hair, amazing, amazing. She dragging that wagon, right? And she says, "Hey, it's date night. Let's go to the movies. But you only like scary movies. What do? Let's talk." So last night I went to an early screening. Not really last night. Wednesday night I went to an early screening of a movie called Together. Was directed by Michael Shanks. That's the same guy that had those kids, the college kids holding the monkey paw in that movie Talk to Me. And James Franco's brother and some white bitch nobody really cares about, right? But let's so the first couple minutes of my videos are like spoiler free. So this movie basically it's a romance movie, right? But this is a scary movie. And bro, trust me guys, family, this is me. I watch scary movies, it's my jam. I watch scary movies, it's my jam, right? Scary movies is my jam. I watch them, right? I'm desensitized. I've seen everything, right? I'm laughing. I root for the killers to kill these people, right? Maybe I'm anti-social. I don't know what it is, right? But I love me some scary movies, homie. What's your favorite scary movie? I love my scary movies, right? This movie right here, bro. Sheesh. Romance movie, bro. This movie will leave you with... Well, during the movie, you'll have a super unsettling, feeling. And this movie will leave you with a new perspective on relationships. Now, you guys know me. I'll be dodging and running away from relationships. Y'all be wanting to have these relationships. My wife this. My wife, fuck that shit, nigga. Deuces. Disappear. Fade away into the hedges. Homer Simpson style, right? But, but no, guys. Bro, you want a movie that she will like? And you want a movie that you will like? Go check out Together, bro. I am telling you. Whew. Now, that's the spoiler-free part, right? So you guys got a few seconds, right, to click away, go see that movie, because I'm about to spoil that motherfucker right now. Cool. Let's talk, okay? Y'all been warned. That was my PSA. Bro, let's talk Together, bro. So this movie, right, you got James Franco, little brother. I don't even know the nigger name. You got some white bitch, black hair. I don't really care about her. Her acting skills are subpar. It's been, I don't know. They just, look, every single woman knows how to act. Only a few are smart enough to get paid for it. I think the girl's acting could have been done a little bit better. The James Franco character, he developed, you can connect with the James Franco's brother, character, right? He was cool. He had, I was like, damn. Right? He was a musician and everything, and he was in a relationship, and he started bonding. You can tell the dude cared for the chick, right? But you can tell he sacrificed a lot of his own personal soul to be with her, bro. But that's not the draw of the movie. The draw for me of the movie was the horror. Let's talk horror. Let's talk, bro. Family, look. I go to Reign of Terror mazes. I go to Halloween Horror Nights. Ain't missed a year, right? I go to the Midsummer Screams. I go to all these conventions, right? I love me some scary movies. And let me tell you, bro, it's been a cool minute since I got scared. 28 years later, didn't scare me. We're gonna talk about that movie later. Yeah, I should have did a Let's Talk on that one, because the ending of that movie, oh my god. Anyway, Scream, all these movies, right? Don't scare a brother. But this one was different. This was a folk horror, and I love me some folk horror. I love me some I love me some Wrong Turn. I mean, even though that didn't count as a folk horror, if you watch the very last one, that's fire. What's that called? Paranormal Activity, the very last one. That one was fire. I love my whole Paranormal Activities. Love my Hereditary. Love my Wicker Man. I love my Midsommar. Oh my god. We're going to do a Let's Talk about that one too. I love my Midsommar, right? This one brought something new to the game. So I don't know if you saw that Wolfman one. that Wolfman movie, right? That one brought something new to the game too when they did the werewolf vision. This one here brought something whole together in folk horror, and they actually made a very decent romance movie. Because the horror was fucking fire, bro. They need to start doing movies. They don't need to copy this format, but they need to have the ideology of bringing something fresh to it. So let's talk about this movie, right? So we got James Franco. He's an out of luck musician, and he has a lady that became a teacher. Women's careers don't really fucking matter. So you have a lady that's a teacher, and they live in the big city, and they're having all these friends party, right? And single bitches, they only keep bitches single, right? Gentlemen, if she had a single friend, your girl is gonna be a representation of her friend. Her friend's like, what's he gonna do? She's casting all this shit. I'm like, bitch, where's your fucking man at? I know you're juggling 3-4 guys and like probably 2 bitches on the side. It's like, why you gotta ruin their happiness and shit? You see your friend, see she's graduated, see she's moving out the fucking to the country in the deep fucking woods or whatever, right? Be happy for the bitch. Well, he's not doing this, and then the bitch, I just wanted to reach through the fucking thing and slap the shit out of a bitch. I'm tired of women like that, bro. Fuck them. They fucking worthless, right? Always trying to look, woman. If there's any woman watching my fucking shit, y'all lost, right? This ain't for bitches, right? But if there's any woman watching my show, single friends will keep you single. And married friends will try to fuck your nigga, right? You gotta, if you gotta throw it down and put it down in the bed, don't ever tell your fucking friends, because they got the monkey see. They're highly competitive. They're gonna try to fuck that nigga too. Or, if your guy's cool, go ahead and tell your friend so he can get, some extra cheese clad. You know what I'm saying? Game is game. But this friend was straight up hating on the dude. Change the main character's whole perspective of the dude and set the narrative for this story with the fucked up friend. I bet you none of this shit would have happened if that hating ass, salty ass, boyfriendless ass, side piece ass bitch wasn't talking all that shit, right? So he don't really want to go. He's looking through some CDs. He's trying to find her favorite CDs with some Spice Girl shit, red flag, right? I'll take Spice Girls over fucking Billie Eilish and selling depression ass shit. But anyways, he's trying to find her fucking favorite CD to play at the party. She's like, you need to hurry up and go. She's like, oh, we're matching. And they were matching too. They had like some denim bottoms and like a top. So this nigga's like, I'll be out in a second. Changes the shirt. I'm like, that's fucked up, bro. Right? Changes the shirt, goes out there. And this is where the most disrespectful part of the movie comes, right? We're about like 5 minutes in, the most disrespectful part, right? This girl gets on her hands and knees, right? And opens her hands up like she's about to get married to him, right? But she don't have no ring. And then all the friends are there, like, oh, how cute. Motherfucking disrespectful ass bitch. Do you know how much, this nigga would be canceled in real life, right? This guy would be swiped left in real life, right? Rejected. If he took a knee and used an imaginary ring or a ring pop or anything, right? Nobody would think that shit was cute. They thought that shit was cute, and I just thought that shit was majorly disrespectful and shows where we're going as a society and how we value relationships. That shit was so fucking disrespectful. She didn't have no ring in there. She's like, will you marry me? I would have slapped the shit out of that bitch right there. But bitch, why the fuck do you disrespect me like that? When she first took the knee, like, I was happy a little bit, right? And then that movie snatched that shit right back. I was like, fuck, right? When a woman's taking a knee, I'm like, god damn, that's the only way you're gonna see my ass getting married again. Fuck that shit. Man, that shit was so disrespectful. Could you imagine? We had to have a ring. Ring has to be like, what, half or 3 months worth of our fucking salary? Fuck this bitch. Fuck these raggedy ass bitches. All these bitches want a traditional ass man, but they're non-traditional ass, low value ass women. We got careers. Bitch, we don't want you to have a goddamn career. That is masculine. Dude, if we wanted to date somebody that had these masculine things, they'd date a fucking dude. We want feminine. We want complacency. We want compliance. Hey, babe, do this for daddy. We want softness. We don't want to go home to a fucking another nigga. The fuck? Y'all bitches tripping. Anyways, so she proposed with no ring. He was like, I felt disrespected for him. I was like, what the fuck? So they go move to the country, right? Before they go move to the country, this couple disappears in the woods. Pause. Let me tell you this shit, right? Guys, I like the country. I like outdoors. I like hiking. But, y'all, I need to have some black folks in town. I need to have, I can do the country, but it needs to be, a mixed country and shit. Because people, they be disappearing in the backwoods. white folks be doing they cousins in the backwoods. I ain't got time for all that shit. Like I said, I'd watch all these horror ass movies. That should have been your red flag right there, James Franco brother. James Franco, he invited to the cookout, you know what I'm saying? He invited to the kickback, right? He invited to the cookout, right? You should know better, bro. You know what I'm saying? You've been around enough black folks, see that we don't really do shit like that, right? Right? So, anyways, so before they get to the house, the week before, there's this couple, right? And they're, I'm saying right too much. Left, right. Words don't control me, homie. I be chat-chitting all day. There's this couple that went hiking. And there's a big, giant search party looking out for them. Mind you, it was a white couple. And, you know what I'm saying? White people getting lost in the woods, that's like going outside and seeing the little newspaper in the plastic baggie in the driveway. It's just something you expect. White people just get lost in the woods. This shit they do, you know. Mexican people's mow lawn. You know, just get picked up by ice maybe. I don't fucking know. Right? White people get lost in the woods. It's something that just happens. Shit, I don't know what to tell you, right? So they got lost, and there was a big ass search party for them suckers, right? And then the search party had these two dogs, and these two dogs were looking for the things, right? And like these dogs are staring at each other. They just looking at each other, right? But anyways, like they get lost. There's like a cave or something, right? I don't know how the dogs get out the cave. I'm gonna call cap on that one. But you get sense the premises. I'm gonna talk about that cave too in a second. The premise is there's something peculiar, right? Look at me busting out that, open up that dictionary on y'all. I told you I was a learned brother right there. Look at me expanding that vocabulary. There was a peculiar presence, ominous. Oh, another big word. Sheesh. Don't ask me to spell it, brother. Yeah, there's a big presence. You could. The way the camera cinematography is amazing on this one too, by the way. The way the camera sets on these two dogs, and the way the dogs are pointed at each other, like they're being drawn in, but not in a good way to each other, right? So the Mexican dude calls the dogs over. The dogs don't listen. They call over. They go. The guy takes the dogs back to their pound, and inside the pound, the dogs are sitting there. They're getting closer. The little Mexican girl goes in. Ay, Dios mío! Sees the dogs and like, bruh. Whew. If you ever, you know those movies like the girl sit in the chair and she opens her legs really quick and she's wearing like a short dress, like the super high pause zoom in movements, right? Like Cabin in the Woods when like you're trying to push pause so you can see all the monsters on the screen, right? So that's a pause moment, so you can see what the heck the dog face looked like, right? It was crazy. So anyways, they zoom out, they move into the house, they post a Facebook photo, right? And you know, it's a believable couple. I just want to point out, it's a believable couple. You can believe these two people are a couple. You can tell the relationship's strained. I hate movies where they try to be a couple, like Wolfman. Those two people should have never been together. I'm gonna try to find a photo, put it up. Wolfman people, that white bitch with the short dyke hair looked like she fucked bitches. She looked like she do well for herself in the female category. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's 2025, homie. Y'all do whatever y'all free to do. We listen, we record, and we don't judge, right? But anyways, she does good for herself. Anyways, the Wolfman couple, not a good couple. This couple, great couple, right? They look like they're a couple. Look like the relationship is going on just a little bit too long, and they're ready to tap out, but they don't really want to because the love's there. You know what I'm saying? This is the old-fashioned love where, you know, you're there when the love's there. You're there when the love's gone, and you got to stay there until the love comes back. That's the type of vibes I'm getting from these people. And to be honest, that's like a great thing to see because the value of relationships went down in our community, in our society for some reason. But going back to the story, right? They move in the house. They're moving the boxes. This nigga do not want to fuck her. I ain't mad at her. We're watching a movie. We can't see how things smell, right? You know, some girls, they don't really be washing down there. They go all natural. Oh, there's a thing. It ain't happened in this movie. There's a thing where they call free bleeding. I think it's called free bleeding, where girls menstruate without a tampon or a pad and they just bleed everywhere, right? And these ladies talking about, are you safer in the woods with a man or a bear? Bro, the bear will eat you once he smells that menstruation blood. If you don't believe me, you better go watch that bear, man. This dude in Alaska, he been with the bears, kicking it, chilling, had a great time. He brought a woman there. She started menstruating. They all died. True. That's real life events, bro. On giggity. Anyways, long story short, go back there, right? So they moved to the house. They're trying to bond. You know, it's not really going there. He's trying to have sex. He's not in the mood. He got a headache or something, right? He don't want to fuck the bitch. There were sometimes I didn't want to fuck. And there were sometimes, like, girls fake orgasms. Guys, we fake orgasms too, right? I'm just sitting there thrusting. It's like 45 minutes. Like, man, I'm tired of this shit, right? Right? Yeah, I'm guilty of faking an orgasm. Hey, go in the comments if you faked one too. You ain't gotta like to kick it. We listen, we don't judge. Anyways, he doesn't want to do her. She go to work, right? And she see this principal, right? And the principal got his glasses, or it's the teacher dude, right? And it sounds like he was coming on her, and not at the same time. He's not direct like me. Like, I see a chick, 3 seconds. I got 3 seconds, and I'm gonna go talk to her, like, throw down some game. It don't even have to be nothing much, right? You don't even have to. Let's talk, family. Let's talk about some game mid movie review, right? You see a girl that you like, bro, just go. You see her, she makes eye contact with you. It doesn't have to be creepy. You just have to be confident. Just go over there and be like, hey, I saw you walking over there. Well, she got a Starbucks. I saw your Starbucks drink. I just want to say your outfit's like really cute. And I just needed this opportunity to say hi. So if I let it pass by, I would regret it. It's like, what's your name? Right? Just something stupid like that. That's just me just sitting here trying to drive and get to work, right? Doing a movie review. It's women, guys, stop being scared of women. Women, they piss, they shit, and they bleed 7 days a week, right, bro? You ain't got nothing to be scared of. It's just another person, bro. That being said, let's go back over here, right? The teacher's talking to her. The teacher's talking to the chick, right? And, like, it's ambiguous. He's talking. It's like, is he spitting game? Like, I don't know, right? But he seemed a little creepy, and his face looked weird, right? We'll touch on that a little bit later, right? He had these glasses. His face looked weird, right? He looked soft. He was a dude. He looked feminine. He had an approachable face, right? But he looked a little bit weird. Like, something wasn't quite right, right? And, like, that helped. Like, in this movie, there's a lot of things that aren't quite right that'll make you, like, bro, like, what's this? Anyway, let's segue forward. So he's like, hey, I'm here in this class, like, let me know if you need anything. She go to the classroom. The kids are cool. She a good teacher, right? She do good. She's excited. She wanted to be in the rural country because she's used to big giant classes and stuff. She just wants to help these kids, right? It's honorable. Like, that's like one of the parts of her character that I really like admired. I'm like, you know what? She's trying to do right by people. It's very, people try to swindle people. At least this one's out trying to do right. All right, so we segue on. Before they left the city, James Franco brother, I'm just calling him James Franco. James Franco, JFB, right? They're the homies. The sister's brother was talking shit. It's like, yeah, we thought you would have livened her up, but it turned out like you died or something, right? So they invited him to the band, so he's working on the band stuff, right? And then she gets back home, tells him about the guy. Oh, the principal lives down the street at the yellow house, right? In his deep ass woods, he lived down the street with the yellow house. Anyways, they're talking like, yeah, one day we're gonna go hiking, and we can go hiking this day. The relationship's strange. They're not fucking. Long story short, they're going on a hike. They're following the trail. The trail kind of ends, right? And I can feel that, right? I was getting El Dorado Nature Center vibes off of that movie trail. Like, what do you do when the trail stops? Me, I'm staying on the trail. I teach my son to stay on the trail. You don't leave the trail. You know how many scary movies I didn't watch? Like, you stay on that trail. We don't take no wrong turns. Right there, you think, I ain't dying. We take the trail, we turn around. They're like, yeah, let's just go the trail. What could happen? Boom, starts raining, right? Shh. Oh, they're walking. James Franco brother falls in this hole, right? And he's hanging on this hole by this metal thing sticking out the ground that we will later go to find out is a bell. And there's very significance to that bell, right? So she goes over and she's trying to pull him up, right? And this is where I like the movie a little bit, and I hate and I hate the movie a little bit, right? Like, what I hate is, like, you see these movies like Ballerina, you see these movies like G.I. Jane or whatever, right? Where these 130-pound women are manhandling 20-30. You get, who's that? You get the Kill Bill. You got this little 110-pound Uma Thurman. Like, she's manhandling. Don't get me wrong, they're Asian dudes, right? You know, you're not going to say, I'm going to just leave that. I'm just going to leave that there, right? But she's manhandling these dudes, right? They're throwing them around, bouncing off of tables, beating them up. I'm like, that's not realistic. This one, she's holding up the dude, and he ends up dropping. My problem is she should have dropped his ass a long time ago, and, right, she was supposed to pull him up. She didn't support him, right? And then they all fell down, and she falls down in the hole, and he's lighting up the candle, and she's like, well, thanks for telling me if I'm okay. I'm like, bitch, you fucking dropped me. The fuck? You didn't even ask me if I'm cool. The hell you dropped me down the hole. Man, if the roles were reversed and we was walking and you slipped off the side of the cliff and you gripped on to your life in my grip, I would never ever let you down. The hell? You over here dropped me, Titanic ass bitch. There was room. These women don't give a shit about dudes. There was room on the Titanic boat. Fuck you, Rose. There was room. She can share. She ain't give a fuck. These guys, we know our role in society. Society don't give a fuck about men. It's come to expect it. Feelings, happiness. Happiness is reserved for young women, for young children and women. Niggas, they don't give a fuck about a guy's happiness, right? And that's why they say happy life, happy wife, because women can't suffer. When women suffer, the family's gonna feel it, the dog's gonna feel it, the kids gonna feel it, the food ain't gonna taste good. Guys, we be suffering 24/7, sacrificing everything for the family. The day go on, they don't give a fuck, right? Anyways, so she's like, oh, you didn't ask about me. So they fall in the hole, hole's wet, there's a fucking bell, looks like a steeple. He breaks open the steeple, and then there's a hole, there's a well, there's a hole in the ground, right? The hole in the ground looked like a booty hole. I am not drinking out of that. It looked like an ashy, dehydrated booty hole in the crack. I'm gonna try to find a photo of it. I'm gonna put it up right here. You don't tell me it looked like a booty hole, extra gaped, no lotion, no Vaseline. It nasty looking, right? White people. He was talking about, he watched Man vs. Wild. I call bullshit because even Bear Grylls' ass wouldn't drink out the booty hole. He'll eat the shit. He'll drink the elephant shit water. I won't. He'll drink his whole pee, but I guarantee you he ain't licking the rim around the booty hole. Right? You know what I'm saying? He ain't tossing the salad. He ain't eating the tank, G. But anyways, he drinks the booty hole water. I'm like, nigga, you about to die. He drink the booty hole water, right? They fall asleep. They wake up, their legs are stuck together, right? And at first I thought their legs are stuck together, right? And gentlemen, when you're laying down with a fine thing and like that thing pressed up against your member, you know, you get some drip out, right? So I was like, that looked like because I know you guys can't really see because we're talking right now, but if I could paint this picture in your mind, if you get like a piece of glue, right? And like you put it on your fingers and you hold it there for like 45 seconds and you try to stretch it open and that gooiness is like sticking the fingers together and it's hard to pull apart. That's what happened on their legs. It was like a layer of filth and slime just sticking them together. Like, they pull it apart, right? And then they're like, oh, that's weird. It's like, what is it? It's like algae? It's like, how the fuck am I supposed to fucking know? Right? It's like, what the hell I know what algae even is? Right? Hella funny. Long story short, I'll be doing long story short for the longest time. Anyways, they pull the leg apart, and then they manage to climb out the cave, and they get back to the house. You know, there's still the dysfunction, and it grows more.
I love you.
It grows more. She goes driving to work, right? Bro. So I'm looking at the time of this video. I'm like, damn, what's going on? So let me try to wrap it up quickly, right? But I can't wrap it up, man. That's why I got 3 kids. I can't wrap it up. Anyways, right? So this guy in the shower, right? She's like, I'm gonna go to work, right? So she goes to work, bro. And you see her turn either right or left out the driveway. And this nigga goes, he's in the shower, right? Boom! Crashes into the wall, right? She turns another way. Boom! He crashes that way, right? And then she's going forward and his head's pressing in the shower thingy and it's cracking the thingy. I'm like, thank God it's James Franco, brother. I was like, my ass would have destroyed that whole house. Can you imagine my big ol' ass? Boom! Looking like a juggernaut bursting through the wall. Boom! Looking like the Hulk storming through New York City. Boom! Looking like the plane hitting the World Trade Tower, right? This shit ain't lasting. Right? I'm too damn big for that shit. He's showering off, right? She goes to turn, and then his body, boom, presses up against the wall, boom, the shower wall, right? And the tile, boom. She turns another way, boom, he crashes to the other side, right? She's driving straight and accelerating. His head is like being pounded. Every way she's turning is affecting his body. He's being drawn in her direction like a magnet, right? Like a 500-pound fishing magnet just pulling something out the water, right? Come fresh up out this water with my Mike Jacob Gaggle style shit, right? So boom, boom, boom. And I'm so glad that shit wasn't me. If that was me and whoever I'm dating, like turn left, boom, right? And I fall into that wall, boom. And I'm breaking that whole shower wall. I'm breaking that glass thingy. I'm breaking things. I'm too big. I'm the definition of mess around and find out, right? It just couldn't happen to me. I'm just too large. I'm large but not in charge. I don't know how that worked out. Right? I don't know how that worked out. I don't know how that played out. But somehow it do. So any motherfucking way. Boom, boom. They're being hit. Boom. They're being hit to the left. Boom. They're being broke to the right. He go to the psychiatrist, right? The psychiatrist homie, the doctor homie, he looking like Glenn from The Walking Dead, right? Glenn's like, bro, da-da-da-da-da. And then he's looking at him like he's telling him the diagnosis, the prognosis, the spinosis, right? He's giving the prognosis. He's like, bro, stress can manifest in different ways, da-da-da-da. He's like, how old are you? He's like, you're the same age, nigga. I was like, fuck, right? I was like, I know how that feels, right? That's why you got to be in better health. Let's talk health, right? I'm 36, right? You have a 36-year-old. You got two 36-year-olds. One will look old as hell and one will look young as hell. And I look, I look like I do a body good, baby. But anyways, let's go back to it. So he go home, and then their relationship starts breaking apart. Scary shit pops off, but let's fast forward without spoiling too much movie, right? So they merging together, right? Oh, and there's some scene, I ain't gonna ruin it all, but we could talk in the chat once you guys watch that thing. There's a scene where they got to straight up do an Evil Dead and saw their body break themselves apart. And he get jealous over the teacher dude that was flirting with her at the beginning. And then she's like, you don't really love me. Relationship's breaking apart. Everything's going to hell, right? Then these motherfuckers start merging together. They start becoming one. Their arms are coming up. And then she's all salty. She's like, you got to sleep on the couch. I'm like, bitch, you got to move. What the fuck? I ain't sleeping on the goddamn couch. But shit, man. I can't even ask her. She look like she don't do it with no gusto. She don't get that gorp derp. She don't get that gap 3000. She ain't a Kimbo Assassin with it. She ain't dual wielding it with two hands. She ain't doing none of that shit, right? I'm like, bitch, I ain't doing. I hit sexless. And that's why you guys don't need to get married, right? Once you get married, sex stops. You need to get a person that you gonna fuck nonstop 7 times a day, all the fucking time. That's the person you need to fucking marry. Or you don't need to fucking marry, because it don't benefit dudes anyways. I need to talk to y'all. We're doing Lex talk about signing up on a one-sided contract. Anyways, too much red pill for this fucking video. Long story short, they start merging together. Let me turn the AC on, nigga, get it hot. Right? Oh, bro. So they start merging together, right? They break apart their bodies, right? And they start taking a whole bunch of diazepam and Ritalin, right? I do not recommend doing that as a healthcare professional, right? They start breaking these pills down. They're like, no, it's not swallowing, it's not taking long enough, let's snort it. Boom, boom, boom. He crushes it up, snorts the Valium, diazepam. Boo, that's a C2, homie. Boo, legendary drug, homie. Not for the effects. That's just how it's classified. Hey, don't hate the nurse, hate the game, buddy. So they take it, and it wears off the effects, right? This nigga wake up, and she hogtied him to the chair. She's like, sorry you had to wake up right here. And then he's like, huh? And then it zooms out, and she got him hogtied to the chair. Her arm stuck to his arm. She got it pulled to the side, and she got a whole sawzall, right? And he's like, bro, you're holding that with your left hand. You gonna fucking kill me. She's like, no, I'm not. She turns that shit on. Vroom, goes all the way back. He's like, right? Anyway, so they saw themselves off. And then they wrap up their arms. They're like, bro, we gotta go. She's like, I left my keys at the guy's house, right? He's like, you fucking raggedy ass bitch. And then he's like, okay. She's like, just stay in the house. Don't go anywhere. He's like, okay. She goes over to the guy's house. He turns around and runs. So he ends up running back to the, I'll just do his part first. He goes running back to the hole in the ground. There's all these bells. Oh, and then anyways, he Google searched the hikers that went missing, right? This is before that happened. He Google searched. We just do it the way I tell you, right? We gonna Cronenberg this shit. We gonna have this happened. We gonna tell this in a series of flashbacks and forwards. I don't give a fuck. Y'all buckle up. Y'all along for the ride. Anyways, so he Google searched the couple, and then he saw their latitude, longitude, right? But before he saw that there was a bell in the photo that they went missing. He Googled that longitude, latitude, typed it in. It was Robert Downey missing the house on the trail, right? So he's like, okay, cool. Anyways, so he saw that. She went to the dude's house. She went to the trail. He goes to the trail. He goes back over there, right? It turns out that booty hole in the wall, that whole cavern used to be on top of the ground, and it was a church, right? She went to the nigga's house, right? She went to the dude's house, right? And then she came in. She's like, hey, she came in. He wasn't there. So she's like, I'm gonna go in. I'm just looking for my keys. She's like, hey, sorry, I'm looking for my keys. And then they were talking about their lovers and everything. A previous visit when she went over there. I'm like, girls, y'all be cheating like a motherfucker, and y'all be blaming those. Well, James Franco. He's invited to cook up. He ain't black. Black men don't cheat, but the white dudes be cheating and shit, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to call y'all niggas out. But she went over there. I'm like, dude, that's an emotional attachment. That's cheating. It's like, nigga, you need to leave this bitch. She do not respect you. Anyway, she's over there talking. The guy was talking about his past relationship. The weird guy with the glasses turned out to be gay. That's not the weird. That's not what I'm saying is weird, right? Was a gay partner, and they split up or whatever, right? But this nigga was on his hand holding 2 rings, right? I'm like, who the fuck's holding 2 rings? I was like, you is not a sports player. There ain't no reason why you should have 2 rings. You know what I'm saying? J-Lo's the Thanos. We thought Tom Brady had rings. J-Lo's the Thanos of all the rings. She has so many rings. Ain't nobody gonna catch up to that legacy. She's like, oh, I got to know that. She gonna Thanos snap them bitches. We all gonna have BBL booties. Anyway, no Diddy. Anyway, she go to that guy's house, right? She looking for her keys. She don't got the keys. He has them. He's standing there. He's like, well, I know you found the thingy, da-da-da-da-da. He's like, you guys need to become one. You guys got to stop fighting the process. Anyways, this shit was a cult. White people and cults go together like the left and right Kit Kat bar. The left and right Twix, they go together, right? Milk and Oreo cookies, right? Titties and asses, they just go together. I don't know. Big booty Latinas, creamy peach, I don't know. They go together like big booties and Latinas. I love it. Just put my face in it. Let's finish this shit. So he was telling the whole backstory and the history of that church house, right? He was telling the whole history of the church house, talking about how it was a church and these people would come together and they form a union, and there's a whole painting of people. This is demonic as fuck, by the way. With their backs merging together, right? And they opened up this little door inside the church. It was like a well. We thought them bitches getting baptized, but it was the same booty hole water. And once you get baptized in the booty hole water, it pulls you guys together to become one person. It fuses you in, right? And they were fighting being in the... So she finds that out. She finds out that dude merged with his gay lover, so that's why they look weird. And there was a photo of them, and the dude... you could tell one dude had black glasses and looked weird, and the other dude looked like he looked like the dude from he looked like one of the white dudes from Super Troopers and shit, right? The one that was fucking the bear, right? Right, it was cool. But anyways, not the guy. Was he the guy that said meow? One of those guys, right? No, not the meow guy. No, yeah, he was one of the meow guys. Meow. Pull over right, meow, right? But anyways. I'm just looking at the time of this video. I'm like, sorry, family. We could talk, homie. We could talk. I can carry conversation, homie. I got conversation skills maxed out, full level. Charisma swagged out, baby. Gang. Gang. Yeah. Gang, right? But, so, him and his gay lover merged. He knows they've been in the water, so he knows they're gonna merge. He slices her rich so they can merge better. She comes back to the house. He comes back to the house. They're like, stay over there. No, you stay over there. I got something to tell you. She's like, you went to the cave, didn't she? She's like, you went to the nigga's house. So they figured out that they had to fight it. And then, like, they're bleeding and shit. And their blood's coming into him. And he's like, I'm going to kill myself for you. Because you know white people. You know white people be losing themselves. They be unaliving themselves for for their women all the time. Guys, I'm telling you, don't you even know white lady. That guy gonna come in, he gonna kill you, he gonna kill her, he gonna off himself. And those, that'd be the sweetest cheeks too. But, right, so they're merging together in the street, right? And she's like, no, don't hurt yourself. Why? She's like, I'm already dying. Because her whole, like, wrist from her forearm her wrist was split because the dude cut her open. He's like, no, he's like, this is what we have to do. He's like, we have to stop fighting. He's like, we have to merge together. He's like, I love you. And then she's like, I love you too. And then before that, she's talking about, I don't want you here. My family comes over. And like, it's just wild. Right? But anyways, right? So they end up merging together. And let me tell you, the body horror, they did good because they used real graphics. They used, I forgot the fucking word, right? Yeah, when the effects are real, like practical effects. Not CGI, but practical. They actually make the body pieces and transmogrify, Diddy-fy, Freak Off Party-fy, right? When the effects are real, that makes the story hit harder and better, right? So they did a lot of real effects, right? They did a lot of practical, like, applications. They made body pieces and cast and body cast and everything to do that. And then there's parts of that do CGI. So I really like the body horror in this one. And then at the end of the video, they end up, he's like, I love you. This is the best. He's like, I always loved you. I thought, like, you was taking my party away, but you're the best part of me. He just buried some true emotions, right? And you could tell that he genuinely meant it. Women, they only give a fuck about themselves, bro. Let's keep it a buck. We're all grown-ass adults. Women only care about how you make them feel in that specific moment of time. Family, guys, if you got a girlfriend, remember, she's not yours. It's just her turn to be with you. That being said, let me know if you guys enjoyed that movie. And they ended up joining together, right? And then the parents came over. And the parents came over, they opened the door, and it was a fusion of them, and in both of their voices, they're like, hey. And I'm like, was this supposed to be a commentary on, like, nonsense or trans men and women, right? On trans men and women, is this supposed to be like a play on that, where they exist? Anyways, that's my synopsis of the video. Let me break it right down for y'all real quick. The big part of that video that I like the most, the key takeaway, and the solid application, the joint to take away is that movie was dope. Left you with a super unsettling feeling about relationships and about horror. Jump scares are off the chain. I ain't gonna spoil them motherfuckers for you, but there was a ton of jump scares, right? And in the end, left like a good talking piece. So if you made it this far to the video, I want you guys to type in the comments, run away from relationships, right? If you made it this far. And I should have started the video with you need to like it before you light it, because I know a lot of homies be blazing up before they watch my shit. So make sure you like it before you fucking light it. I said it at the end, but I'm gonna say it from the beginning now. But anyways, I want y'all to hit me with the HBO special, which is Help a Brother Out special, by liking and subscribe this video if you see this thing, man. But anyways, comment if you like folk horror, comment how you like the movie, your favorite parts, and then my favorite part is the realism that they had. My favorite part is there's one part when you're finding out about James Franco's brother's past and what happened to his parents. That hit home. So type your favorite part in the comments, and if there's anything you want me to comment on, or if you want me to watch and review, like a movie review, and check out, and I can do a reaction on it. It doesn't have to be a video. You guys can leave that there too. But anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next Let's Talk. Peace.